What is the best agent in Valorant? Now this question isn't an easy question. Out of all the 20 Valorant agents, it's hard to pick one out of them all. So in order to answer this question, we have to divide the agents into sections: Controller, Initiator, Sentinels, and Duelist. We also have to consider the maps and how each agent plays in them. If an agent is the best on a specific map, they get 1 point. Of course, the agents are split into the 4 categories. Although this system isn't the best system, it will pretty much tell us the best agent in all of Valorant. Now before we get this video started, only around 2% of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. We recently hit 100 subs, so it would be amazing if we could hit 500 subs before December. Anyways, enjoy the video. First, we have to find the best agents for each map. Valorant has 7 maps and each map has its unique structures. Bind, Pearl, Haven, Fracture, Breeze, Ascent, and Icebox all have different ideal team comps. So in order to find the best Valorant agent, we have to find the best agent in each map as well. The first map we're gonna find the best agent for is Ascent. The best duelist in Ascent is definitely Jett. With her entry ability and op ability, Jett is easily the best duelist. Now, what about the controller? Brimstone and Omen seem to be fan favorites for this map, and they most definitely are the best. However, we will only be choosing one, and we will be choosing off the pick rate. When going on Blitz, we can see how often agents are picked on each map. We will be choosing the rank as Immortal 1 since it seems to be a good middle ground in between high elo and low elo. On Blitz, we can see that Omen is picked more than Brimstone on Ascent, so Omen wins the controller category. For Initiators, it's a battle between Fade and Sova. They both are very similar agents, and once again, we will go down to the pick rate in which Sova wins. For Sentinels, many argue that Chamber is the best Sentinel in Ascent. However, I believe that Killjoy is. Even though Killjoy's pick rate is significantly lower than Chamber's, Killjoy's defense and setups are far more important than Chamber's. So unfortunately, Killjoy wins the Sentinels category. Icebox's best duelist is either Raze or Jett, with Jett's pick rate way above Raze. However, Raze is an amazing duelist. With her nade and boombot, A-site entry is made way easier. So in my opinion, I will have to go with Raze for the duelist category, especially with Jett being so high in every other map. Now, the best controller for Icebox is definitely Viper, with her smokes covering a large portion of the map and especially important on B-site. For the Initiators, I had to choose between Fade and Sova. I ended up choosing Sova as it was a more consistent pick and had a way higher win percentage as well. For Sentinels, I chose Sage. Even though Chamber is basically #1 pick rate in all maps, Sage is definitely more important on Icebox. With her walls and heals, she is definitely the best Sentinel for Icebox. With Pearl's release a few months ago, a lot of backlash was sent to Riot Games. People were saying the map was unbalanced and not fair to play, but after a few months of the right comp, Pearl became a decent map. The best duelist in Pearl is once again Jett, as her entry is just way too powerful. For controller, it is definitely Viper, as her walls can cover the large amount of spaces on Pearl. For the Initiator category, I chose Fade. Her eyes can scan large portions of the map, and her utils fit perfectly for this map. Her pick rate is also extremely high compared to any other Initiator as well. For Sentinel category, I finally chose Chamber. There's basically not many other Sentinels you can choose in this situation, except maybe Sage and Chamber. In this scenario, I chose Chamber because the pick rate is just way too high for him. Haven was a hard choice because really any duelist is playable on this map. However, I ended up choosing Phoenix because of his recent buff. Even though his pick rate is significantly lower than Jett's, his win rate is 60%, and I think that says something. Usually, Haven comps don't have any other flashes on the team, so Phoenix would be a great pick. The best controller was again between Omen and Brimstone, but I chose Omen. This is because there are 3 sites on Haven, and Omen's regenerating smokes could help in rotating between sites. And also, the pick rate for Omen is significantly higher as well. For Initiators, Sova has always been the #1 pick. However, in recent days, Fade has risen in popularity and even has a higher pick rate, so Fade wins the Initiator category. And finally, for Sentinels, it's definitely Chamber. Need I say more?
You want to play? Let's play.
Breeze is possibly the easiest map to choose from. Breeze's best duelist is easily Jett, mainly because no other duelist is really usable on this map. Controller is easily Viper with the walls covering the huge sites. For Initiators, I chose Sova. His dart covers a long range and is way above any other Initiator. For Sentinels, it's Chamber again. Sage is in a close second, but the op ability of Chamber is just way too good to let go of. Bind. Bind is very different from every other map and is extremely small compared to the others. The best duelist on Bind is undoubtedly Raze. With her boombot and nades, she can clear hookah and backside with no problem. Her util is perfect for Bind, so this was an easy pick. For controllers, it's most definitely Brimstone. His mollies can be used as lineups and also to stop enemies from peeking the tight corners of Bind. His stim can be used to rotate extremely quickly, especially with the map being so small. The best Initiator is easily Fade as well, as her dog can be used to clear corners. Her eye can be used to clear big areas, and her suck can be paired with Raze's nade for easy and quick kills. Her ult is also really good for pushing opponents out of the small sites. The Sentinel's pick was once again Chamber, and there was really no question about it. I was thinking about Killjoy or maybe even Sage, but the pick rate of the two were just way too low to even consider them. So Chamber ends up winning the Sentinels category. Many people hate Fracture as it is extremely different from any other map. The map is shaped differently, there are 4 orbs instead of 2, and the spawns are extremely weird as well. Also, the agent comps are very different from other maps as well. But for the duelist category, Jet still wins it. Riz comes in at a close second, but Jet's pick rate is just way too high. For the controllers, Brimstone is still number 1. He has 3 smokes and they last extremely long. They can help pushes from both sides of the map as well. The initiator category isn't really a surprise though, with Breach coming in at first. Breach's util is too good for clearing the hiding spots of Fracture, and his ult is way too good as well. For Sentinel, Chamber. Again, there is really no other choice as Chamber's opping ability is way too good. His chip can come in handy for holding the other entrance to side as well. This makes him different from any other Sentinel, giving him another point. With all these points added up, let's finally see the results. Coming in at 3rd place, we have a tie from Fade, Viper, and Sova. At 2nd place, we got Jet. And the first and the best agent in Valorant, we have Chamber.
You want to play? Let's play.